This is Part 3, Episode 194. Humanity was one of the 4 pinnacle races. Anyone able to be ranked as the 3rd genius on their assassination list must have extraordinary talent, mental strength and encounters, like Seven-Blade Emperor. The automaton race had already confirmed that he had the treasure 7 blades, and others like Space Grasp etc. He should have also gotten some special inheritance from the Universe Master before. The inheritance he got may very likely be from the universe top power, the ancestor gods, and it's the ultimate inheritance. Lifefall Emperor said, if he keeps growing, he will definitely become a terrifying being in humanity. We must kill him. Make him fall, even if his teacher reverses time and space to revive him. The cost of reviving such a warrior that's close to invincible emperor and with such a terrifying inheritance will definitely be akin to reviving a knight. And his treasure, 7 blades, along with the space grasp and other things, will come to us. Lifefall looked at the distant team that 7-Blade Emperor led. 7-Blade Emperor carried his 7 blades on his back and floated in space, gazing at the distant sealed star, not rushing at all. Get ready. Lifefall ordered secretly. The automaton race were extremely strict and orderly, akin to the most organized race in the entire universe, with the characteristics of living AIS. They were incredibly synchronized. The highest authority here was Lifefall Emperor, the others would follow his orders all the way. As for the other races under the automaton camp, they too had acquired the virtual world system from them. The rewards given within made them submit too. Target the 7-Blade Emperor. 6th formation. Activate the separating tower. Attack. When the Bug Queen Nanchen, Da Long, 7-Blade and Lifefall Emperors were watching the fight, the sealed star was knocked so far low it landed in the danger region. The moment it hit that part, many emperors instantly fell, causing fear amongst the rest. Items. World rings. Grab them. The tens of fallen undyings had left behind many items that the rest fought to get their hands on. Haha, the bottom area is dangerous. It's filled with the mad energy of Star Tower itself. The moment one touches it, he will fall. It's usually very hard for us to kill the other emperors. However, now as long as we knock them into that area, they will die without a doubt. Kill. The large portion of undyings that had just fled from the dangerous region immediately began to fight it out. While they may have stayed in their groups when they rushed towards the sealed star, now, everything was in a complete mess. Everybody fought for survival, as they distanced themselves from the sealed star. The camps began to fight each other, the teams were all gone. Only the camps in general were left. Rumble. Rumble. Spirit weapons, soul attacks, energy attacks, automaton weapon attacks. Amidst the fragmented space, some unlucky warriors were pushed into the dangerous regions and instantly destroyed. Grab them all. Haha, I've been waiting for this moment. The sealed star isn't something I can get, but using the dangerous region, I can actually kill many other camp emperors. I may easily get tens of billions to hundreds of billions. A 6-armed human giant killed excitedly. Whether it was the humans, automatons, demons or bugs, or the other countless races, they were all killing and grabbing whatever they could. It's madness. The sealed star can only have one owner. Hence, many will die because of it. Luo Feng looked around at the dangerous region below. But that region can easily wipe out these emperors with undying bodies. This is a rare chance. Those emperor limits have gone all out. Suddenly, a jade green light rippled throughout, instantly covering the vast space, stunning the over 100,000 emperors. Luo Feng and Heavy Arrow were both stunned too, and they looked over. In the distance, Lifefall led his automaton team with over 100 automaton warriors. They all wielded a 3-meter-tall tower-like weapon, and Lifefall Emperor had one that was close to 20-meter tall. There were close to 900 other emperors that simultaneously burned their undying bodies, every 8 or 9 of them supporting each automaton warrior, creating terrifying energies to pour into the towers. The over 100 towers all gave off a terrifying pulse network that gathered in Lifefall Emperor's huge tower. After which, one ripple of jade green light pulsed through the area and shot straight at 7-Blade's team. Separation Tower. 7-Blade's usual calm expression suddenly changed greatly. and his eyes were filled with shock. The automatons are going all out for me. Burn! Act according to the plan I said earlier. He shouted madly. As one of the 9 superpowers here, Seven Blade had already set up a plan for offense and defense earlier. None of the emperors under him hesitated. The automaton side was aiming straight at Seven Blade. If they didn't act, he would die without a doubt. However, the ripples from the attack alone was enough to kill them all. Hence the human camp warriors all simultaneously burnt their undying bodies. The peculiar thing was, they dispersed the energy from their burnt undying bodies into mid-air. How? Seven Blade opened his large mouth. A gold river shot right out. This gold river had many ancient beast statues along its side, of which there was the beast god statue too. In the center of it, there was a barren spot. As it shot out, it instantly swallowed all the dispersed energy from the human camp. Rumble, the energies rushed in. The ancient river swallowed all the energy and erupted, instantly spreading a formless gold net that completely covered the over 1,000 warriors of the human camp. Rumble, the jade green beam shot out from the separation tower, hit the gold net. Ancient beast images appeared throughout the gold net. It's really the ancestor gods. Lifefall gritted his teeth at the scene. My guess was right. This was the first time Seven Blade revealed the ancient gold river. Luo Feng was stunned. The separation tower was a super weapon from the automaton race, and its price was comparable to true treasures. However, he didn't expect Seven Blade to take out the ancient gold river. Just its energy and the beast's projections about made all the warriors there know that this was a terrifying treasure. One had to know that the automaton Lifefall had long prepared his plan and unleashed his strongest attack. And even though Seven Blade reacted on the spot, and the amount of undying energy the human camp burnt was far from the automaton side, the net formed from the gold river was still sufficiently strong enough to defuse the attack from the separation tower. It was obvious the gold river's defense far exceeded the tower. Strong. Terrifying. The many undyings were all shocked, losing all confidence in getting the sealed star. Kill. Kill. The 4 camps were in an all-out war. Close to 100,000 warriors were fighting and madly killing, and any warrior caught close to the danger region because of the fights instantly fell. Space fell apart around them. Many exits appeared everywhere, and thousands of them were visible. The tens of thousands of exits. The exits have appeared. Anyone who's seen the history of the sealed star falling would know that once the killing got too extreme within the area, many exits would appear and each exit led to individual forbidden spaces. One could swiftly head to any of them and leave the area. As long as one left, they could escape. Flee. Let's hurry and go. The weaker warriors were completely shocked by the madness, heading to the closest exits and leaving. Kill. Kill them all. There won't be another chance if they escape. The Emperor Limits and Pinnacle Emperors, however, were going all out. They wanted to make use of the dangerous region to kill as many as they could to take all their treasures and remains. To them, there would never be such an easy chance to kill so many emperors. Even though Luo Feng had come here, he wasn't as crazy about the sealed star as the others. Even towards killing the other emperors, he wasn't that interested. If there was any interest at all, it only towards the entire star tower itself. That calling that exceeded the king armor, even the black metal board. Yet I cannot become its master. The moment I came, so much happened, and a sealed star even fell. Luo Feng thought. He didn't think of this as a coincidence at all, about the strong calling that brought him here and the fact that the star chose to fall only when he came. Was there such coincidence in the universe? Maybe so, but the chances were extremely low. Luo Feng believed that there was something special here. Because of the calling of the star tower, the sealed star naturally didn't interest him too much. Hence, he simply followed along and mixed in with the teams, and when they rushed, he did so too. Until he got to the sealed star, he didn't run around randomly, and simply stayed close to Tian Chen and Kangqi Emperor along with the other strong warriors. Later on, when the star entered the dangerous regions, he fled along with a large group. In all, He was just tagging along and mixed in with the army, quietly observing everything and seeing if there was any difference between this stars falling with those in the past. But in overall till now, there hadn't been anything special. If my guess is right, during the process of the star falling, there should be something special. Luo Feng had been waiting for that moment. Luo Feng mixed in with the huge camps and teamed up with Tian Chen, Kang Qi, and Chu Wu Emperor. Even though he didn't purposely kill the other Undyings, Chu Wu was an Emperor limit and Tian Chen was a pinnacle Emperor proficient in soul attacks. The two would do a lot of combined attacks. That plus the complete mess the place was in, several items that were thrown around by Emperors killed would occasionally fly to Luo Feng's little team's side. In just a few minutes, even I've gotten over 10 billion mixed elements worth of wealth. Luo Feng was stunned. It's no wonder all the Emperors have gone crazy. There was both death and wealth about. Madness. Within the vast space, there were thousands of exits. However, amidst the ripples of fights, the space around would crumble, but new exits kept appearing. Be careful, everybody. Tian Chen shouted anxiously, I've gotten hit by a soul attack. What? Tian Chen, you got hit by a soul attack? Chu Wu, Kang Qi, and Luo Feng were all shocked. The demon camp has about 10 warriors heading over, amongst which there's Kai Mang Emperor, who's another pinnacle emperor proficient in soul attacks. I've fought with him several times before. I don't have a guarantee on dealing with him. Tian Chen said, they are already here. The others had already seen. In the distance, 12 demon camp warriors were rushing over to them. Tian Chen. The leader was extremely ugly. He had 4 animal-like limbs. He roared out loudly. Chu Wu. A 10 kilometers long double-headed dragon roared too. Blade River. The elite demon team had obviously caught onto Luo Feng's little team. On Luo Feng's side, they had Chu Wu and Heavy Arrow, who were both Emperor limits. Blade River's name had long spread far and wide, and they all treated him as another Emperor limit too. Tian Chen too could be treated the same. Only Kang Qi was as well renowned. In all, Luo Feng's team could be said to have 4 Emperor limits. This was also the reason why they could stay safe before and get treasures from around them. And for the demon team to rush over, it meant they had confidence. The 12 warriors had 6 Emperor limits. And that Kai Mang Emperor had fought with Tian Chen in Star Tower before, but they couldn't finish each other off. Even though he couldn't kill Tian Chen, stopping him wasn't a problem. Let's retreat. Chu Wu ordered. Howl. The dual-head dragon from the demon side howled, unleashing a time control on the area Luo Feng's team was in. Time stop. Break. Their team all howled within, unleashing their strength to return the time flow back to normal. Ha ha, Tian Chen, you will die this time. Kai Mang smiled widely, his laughter piercing. Kill them. What a rare chance. The demon elite team were all incredibly excited. The amount of wealth they could get from killing this team was crazy, especially that Blade River Emperor that had gotten the sacrificial tower treasure before, who was able to make the comatose Heavy Arrow recover in such a short time. His wealth was well known throughout. Amidst the 100,000 Undyings war, Luo Feng's team fight wasn't very glaring. Their side had 5 warriors, and 4 of them were considered Emperor limits. The demon side had 12 warriors, and 6 of them were Emperor limits. However, with the 6 combined together, it gave them the strength of 1 more extra Emperor limit. Luo Feng's side was disadvantaged. The battle immediately sunk into madness. I can only stop Kai Mang. Tian Chen said urgently. I can only temporarily stop 2 Emperor limits combined. Chu Wu was anxious too. Blade River, can you withstand them? Leave it to me. Luo Feng gritted his teeth. There was no way. Even though he had the strongest flame god crystal, the explosion wouldn't differentiate allies from foes. What's more, the enemy side had 6 Emperor limits, and their combined defense could completely withstand the blast. If he detonated all 3 crystals he had on him, there was still some hope then, however that would probably mean his side would be gone too. First kill those Emperor pinnacles. Luo Feng ordered Heavy Arrow. Hua. Luo Feng flapped his wings and brought Heavy Arrow along. Fast like lightning, making the demon camp have no way to catch up with him. We can't catch him. This Blade River is too fast. Deal with Qian Chen and Chu Wu first. We'll combine strengths later to settle Blade River. The demon camp swiftly made the decision to give up on chasing Luo Feng. However, even if they did so, Luo Feng wouldn't let them go. Luo Feng brought Heavy Arrow and rushed towards the Emperor Pinnacles, Pu Kai. Pu Kai? Heavy Arrow wielded the two arc blades and slashed them. One pinnacle fell. Death! Death! Luo Feng himself fought against the other pinnacle, using the Shouwu wings to tear through his defense before using the poison shadow blade. He slashed through 50% of his undying body, decreasing his strength before using another slash to almost kill him. In the blink of an eye, Heavy Arrow had dealt with 3 Emperor Pinnacles and Luo Feng had settled 1. When the 4 pinnacles of the demon camp fell, the human side's Kangqi Emperor howled. He was knocked into the danger region and instantly reduced to nothing. Kangqi had fallen. Rumble. Chu Wu was simultaneously attacked by 3 Emperor limits, narrowly avoiding the danger region and escaping. He was shivering within as he said, "Yang, Qian Chen, let's faster flee, I can't hold on any longer. I can't flee." Qian Chen was anxious too. He was facing off against Kai Mang and another Emperor limit and was in extreme danger. Luo Feng was panicking too. In an instant, his side had fallen into such a predicament, and even Kangqi had fallen. Heavy Arrow, go help Chu Wu. Your defense is strong, you should be able to take the 2 to their Emperor limits. That Emperor limit that killed Kangqi was flying towards Chu Wu. Chu Wu would then be attacked by 4 Emperor limits at the same time. Yes, Master. I'll go help Qian Chen. Luo Feng flapped his wings and flew towards him. According to his plan, Heavy Arrow was able to block 2 to 3 of the enemies. With him teamed up with Chu Wu, even with the 4 Emperor limits attacking them, they could withstand it. Qian Chen, however, was in danger. His strength was close to Kai Mang, and at this time another Emperor limit was helping Kai Mang. The only reason Qian Chen could hold on was because he had already burnt his undying energy to fight back. Kai Mang and his partner had done the same and the battle was intense. A blurry huge hammer silhouette smashed hard into Qian Chen, causing him to spit out blood, falling fast. Below him was the danger region. Qian Chen. Luo Feng flapped his wings and formed an arc line, rushing to stop him. Rumble. With the burnt undying energy, one could only imagine how strong that attack was. Luo Feng held on and slowed him down, but he too was dragged down. Young. Qian Chen looked urgently at Luo Feng. A formless soul illusion attack was sent from Kai Mang above, hitting Luo Feng. While he was hit, Luo Feng lost control of his body and flew downwards. This made the distant Heavy Arrow change his expression to fear as he shouted, "Master!" Yang! Qian Chen had pained look too as he rushed downwards at him. Qian Chen seemed like he was in pain, but his eyes gleamed with a cold excitement. Ha ha ha, I'm truly going to get a heavenly gift this time. Back then I managed to control Kai Mang's soul, allowing him to return to stay in the demon camp. That was indeed a wise move. He was extremely excited. Qian Chen was a master at soul control. He had led a hard life and faced a lot of adversity. It made him have a special view of the world. He passionately made friends with a large group of people. Anyone who interacted with him would all think he was not a bad person. Within, however, he was completely something else. He had indeed fought with Kai Mang several times before. That third time they met, he used his soul techniques to control the enemy and Kai Mang became his soul slave. There was no way to see it on the surface, plus the demon camp's army system communication was that weak. They didn't have the human or automaton's army scanning system. The way they accumulated contribution points required them to record everything and pass it on, and they could only send messages. This allowed him to control Kai Mang Emperor, and because of the poor communication system, no one could discover the changes within him. Hence, Kai Mang continued to stay within the demon camp, occasionally going out for missions with his partners. Later on they would accidentally meet and work together. He had done this 3 times before. Once, they managed to work together to control another Emperor Limit Mist Emperor. This time with the falling of the sealed star, they immediately realized the chance. When he met Luo Feng, he was immediately happy. Haha, Yang? Blade River? This is a big fish. I heard that he got the treasure of the sacrificial tower, and he could even make Heavy Arrow recover that quickly. His wealth must be much more than the normal Emperor limits. Hence, he had ordered Kai Mang and Mist to immediately bring along some demon friends to attack them together. The 2 of them were both controlled by him. And when Kai Mang had teamed up with another Emperor Limit before to attack Chen Chen and Kai Mang had both burned their Undying's bodies to pretend. In truth, they teamed up to attack the other Emperor Limit together. 2 masters at soul attacks burning Undying bodies, their first goal was to control that Emperor Limit. If that didn't work they would kill him. However, the result was a success. The heavens are helping me. How hard is it to control an Emperor Limit? Even if I burnt my Undying body, and even though both Kai Mang and I are proficient in soul attacks, even with all these, the chances are all very low. And I actually succeeded. Ha ha ha. Chen Chen was incredibly excited. Hence, the fight this time, Chen Chen had already 3 Emperor Limits helping him. No one on either side knew about this at all. You are all my targets. Your treasure and wealth is all mine. He crazed madly within. To become an absolute warrior of the universe, one either had special encounters or powerful teachers. Without any or both, one had to create their own chances. Chen Chen had happened to control Kai Mang and let him return normally back to the demon camp. With the demon camp's poor system, it allowed this to go on for a while and gave him the chance to rise up. He pretended to be knocked far back simply to lure Luo Feng to save him. Luo Feng naturally rushed in but was hit by Kai Mang's attack, falling quickly. Yang! Chen Chen rushed down with a pained look. Within, however, he thought, your wealth is mine, it's mine. No one else will get it. He watched as Luo Feng fell towards the danger region. Fearing that his wealth would get stolen by other warriors, hence he was the first to rush in after him. Yang! Yang! Chen Chen rushed downwards. Master! The distant Heavy Arrow couldn't care about Chu Wu, and immediately rushed over. Chu Wu didn't dare fight against the 4 Emperor Limits, quickly retreating with Heavy Arrow and flying towards Luo Feng. However, no matter how fast they flew, how could they catch up? They looked on. Luo Feng was about to fall into the danger region. HMPH. Luo Feng's eyes gleamed as he awoke. Back then, when he took part in the genius battles, his mental state had already reached the first level's limit, long reaching the level of knowing oneself. However, he had yet to reach the 2nd level, pushing the limit as he grew. Primal Chaos City, Outer Region Wars, the thousands of years of training, yet he stayed at this limit. Madly refining it. It made his beliefs incredibly sturdy. His willpower grew more and more terrifying. The ancestors of China probably didn't have thousands of years to refine their mental states. His heart and mind had long been refined into a diamond, and was able to see through anything without a single speck of dust. It was sharp and piercing. This was his mental state. Even when hit by a soul attack, he may be in slight trouble, he may have to let the golden horned beast appear. But illusion? Luo Feng could use his willpower to break through. Chen Chen. Luo Feng looked at him, his eyes filled with madness. It's you. The moment Luo Feng awoke, he knew Chen Chen had planned this. Firstly, Chen Chen was a master at soul attacks. He knew Luo Feng would come save him. How could he allow the enemy Kai Mang's attack to hit Luo Feng? Would he commit such a grave error? Secondly, when Luo Feng held on to Chen Chen, in theory, Chen Chen should have been strongly fighting against the force of the attack. However, he not only didn't fight back, but when Luo Feng held onto him, he even pushed Luo Feng a little more. When Luo Feng felt the force of the attack, he was hit by the illusion. Force, illusion, perfect combination. Everything was prepared perfectly for Luo Feng. He was supposed to die from this. Not good. Chen Chen noticed Luo Feng awoke and was shocked. He had guessed that Luo Feng knew the secret, however his eyes flashed coldly. It's too late, the distance to the danger region is too close and the force of him falling is too strong, there's no way to stop now. It's too late. Luo Feng noticed this too. The force of his fall was too strong and even with the Shaowu wings, he had no way to dodge the vast danger region. He flipped his hand and produced a strongest flame god crystal, ready to detonate. I am not able to escape, I'll use the crystal to escape and use its force to push me up. Luo Feng's reaction was simple and deadly. During the explosion, the close distance will also kill that evil Chen Chen. Not good. Chen Chen's expression changed, he's trying to kill us all together. However, just as Luo Feng took out the flame god crystal, a majestic, irresistible, mysterious energy instantly covered Luo Feng, a voice resounding within his ears, mind and consciousness, "Child, come here." With over 100,000 undyings madly fighting it out above, even Da Long, Life Fall and Seven Blade, with thousands of exits crumbling and new ones appearing, one suddenly appeared before Luo Feng, making him unable to even dodge. In truth, that mysterious energy had actually guided him into it. Luo Feng wielded the flame god crystal and rushed through the exit, leaving the space. This video will end here.